What is up, guys? Welcome to the Lcg Podcast. We are the Latin Consulting Group, and I am Charles Ricky. This is Mr. Elio, the Fiesta Piedra, and we're back each and every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, just bringing you some marketing information, some content, some ideas, some strategy, some love for overall marketing, because that's what we like to do. We are lifestyle marketing because it is all about marketing, and it doesn't stop, right? Yep. You should be living and breathing marketing each and every day, whether that's your apparel, your car, where you go, what you do, who you interact with. It's always about marketing, and we want to remind you that marketing never stops, guys. So we just want to keep bringing enthusiasm, ideas, and marketing topics so we can talk about them, debate them, discuss them, and just see what works good for you. Maybe you can get a little nugget for you and your business. And how you doing, Elio? How you doing today?
I am fired up. Happy to be here. Happy to be alive. Excited.
What's going on?
Things ahead.
What's going on in the Fiesta Media world?
Everything is going on, brother. New production, new clients coming up, new great things. Man, we're excited. We're excited. Wait for that. You're seeing the Fiesta all over the place.
I see it. I see you got some. Commercials with Mr. Meldon. You got some stuff coming out. You got podcasts coming out. So you're always active. So yes. We want to remind you guys that Elio is making some really good things happen with Fiesta Media, guys. So if you guys need some podcast info, you just need any kind of production info, just reach out to Elio at Fiesta Media. He's doing some really good things for a lot of clients, not just Lcg Podcast, clients all over this market. So I can't emphasize that enough. So please reach out. And of course, we got Brian Knepp with B Print Design helping us out with our apparel. We got some more plans. You know, we got this special for you guys. We announced it last week. 24 shirts for $250. That's a pretty good deal, and that's exclusive here on Lcg Podcast. Want to share that to you guys, for our friends, clients. If you know anyone that could take advantage of this, guys, share. All right, we got Gators and Bama this weekend, right? This is a big game. So these shirts could be a great opportunity to showcase your brand. Give out some apparel. Obviously, you want to do everything the right way, right? But you want to capitalize on the event, guys, and it's going to be pandemonium this Saturday here in the Swamp. So if you guys need shirts for your business, or you need mugs, anything, just anything with your logo on it, reach out to Brian Knepp at B Print Design. And of course, shout out to RE/MAX Professionals, doing all things great in real estate from Gainesville to Lake City and everywhere in between. We can't stress that enough, guys. Gainesville to Lake City and everywhere in between, RE/MAX Professionals has you covered. And they've been highlighting some agents on social media, which has been pretty cool. So go online, hit a like on RE/MAX pages, check out some agents, and show them some love. All right, Elio.
All right.
Let's get into some marketing news. Let's start discussing some stuff. And what do we got first?
Well, Burger King introduces Keep It Real meals.
I like this. I like this for multiple reasons. We always talk about endorsements, guys, all right? We've had a whole topic on endorsements and why endorsements are important, and they help you. They help your brand. Lining yourself up with the right candidate to endorse you is huge. And what BK did here is they're coming out with real meals, right? So they're keeping it real, and they got rid of 100. Elio, you're going to like this because I know you're working out. Getting that sexy flexy back.
Oh, yeah.
All right. They eliminated, Elio, 120 artificial ingredients from their menu.
Good. I'm glad.
So they're calling it real meals because it's all natural, real stuff. And they're partnering with the Cornell Haynes. That is Nelly. You know Nelly, right?
Yeah.
So Nelly, he's a big artist, right, for years. His name is Cornell Haynes, and they came out with the Cornell Haynes Jr. meal. So what's cool about this, guys, is they're doing something healthy, right? They're getting rid of the old fake ingredients, fake food that people say is in fast food, and they're partnering with these talented individuals to be able to push this. So I think it's pretty cool, and they're also pushing this through their Perks program. Elio, you know how everyone's got a loyalty program now?
Really?
Yeah, really. People are trying to get people into their loyalty program. They want them to use the app. They want them to download this to get discounts. So if you go on Burger King's app, you can get this meal for $6 even if you become a member of their loyalty program. So,
wow.
So yeah, we just want to remind you guys that Burger King, thinking outside the box, and they're getting healthy. They're using endorsements, and they're using digital advertising to be able to get you onto their loyalty program. So We want you guys to think outside the box. What do you think?
I think it's great. I think they are trying to compete with the Happy Meal. I think they are noticing that McDonald's is crushing it with that. I mean, sometimes.
So this is the adult Happy Meal.
I guess they are trying to create something to gain that relevance back, because honestly, you gotta. So here's the thing: I am bringing this concept today that this is the age of the 3 C's: accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition. You gotta stay on top of the game.
Yep.
And this is what they're doing. They are trying. At least they are trying. They're doing something, because, hey. Right now, the entire game was for McDonald's.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
That's the truth.
No, it's true. And listen, I mean, and you're right. You got to stay relevant. You got to stay involved in what's going on. In this case, we've told you guys from Mountain Dew. I mean, how many stories have we had of people using different endorsers, right, Elio?
Yeah.
So here's Burger King thinking outside the box, not going with someone like Giant, someone relevant enough to make them stand out and look different. So
exactly.
Shout out to BK, and if you're out there, pick up a Chase Hudson meal, and no more artificial ingredients, which is pretty cool.
Which I love it. And this next news, actually, I love it, because today we have the Alabama and Gators coming up. That, by the way, I had on my personal profile a Meldon Law trivia question that what is the exact number of wins against Alabama, Florida Gators football, college football against Alabama. Just think about it, and while you think, also look at this. This is awesome. This is the first time that I see an NFL coach actually collaborating with the company of this type.
Yeah, that's a good point, because Elio, Chunky has always gone to athletes, players, the team, players. They've never done this with coaches. So what they're trying to do here is they're trying to use a young coach. Yes. Right, in McVay. He's a very young coach. They want to remind young males that lunch is an important meal. This is pretty interesting. So they're trying to push lunch, right? I read the whole story. I'm not going to break the whole thing down, but basically it's titled, "Lunchtime is Your Halftime." So they want to remind you guys to, in your crazy day, slow down. Don't go to fast food, like the story before, and eat a Campbell's Chunky Soup, which has a bunch of vegetables and good things in it, and slow down and make sure you have lunch, because it's very important. So I thought it was cool, because it's again, Elio, it's just different. We're not using a player. We're using a coach, a young coach that's reminding you. He's trying to coach you up and say, guys, don't forget lunch. Don't go by the McDonald's drive-through meal and pick up a unhealthy food. Get this Chunky's Campbell and make sure you have a halftime so you can have lunch.
You know what is actually grabbing my attention is that, think about this. If you see an NFL coach advising you that these people gotta be fit, all right? They gotta exercise. They need some protein for their body. So if they are advising you to get this meal, I mean, this is a good marketing strategy.
And what's cool about it is that, Elio, they're trying to say in the story that our age group, right? So call it men from, like, let's say 30 to 45. They're saying that we don't do lunch, Elio. We're so busy that we don't do lunch anymore. That our age group is going away from lunch. Big breakfast, big dinner.
I wonder what age am I? Sometimes I don't do lunch.
Exactly. So I just think it's they're trying to create the lunchtime habit again, right? And they're trying to do it with Chunky's Campbell Soup. So, we always take these stories, guys, and just try to twist it and have it come with some kind of marketing tip. Here's your marketing tip. Think of who you can use in this community to endorse your product, right? Obviously, Dan Mullen is a hard coach to get. That might cost you a couple bucks. But if Dan Mullen and your product really go hand in hand, and that age demographic is going to benefit because Mullen's telling you to do this, it's something you might want to look into for your business, guys. And you might realize, you know what? It's too expensive. It's not a good ROI. But we're trying to challenge you to think outside the box, guys. What do we say always on LCG Podcast? You should have a blended media campaign. You should not be just doing one thing. You should be doing many things and then analyzing the research, analyzing the analytics, the data that's given to you so that you can make a better decision on your marketing efforts.
That is awesome. Well, guys, because we are kind of rushing the time a little bit, we only have 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes left.
Yep. So
we have this one.
So this is again, this one is cool because it was a collaboration, and I picked this story because Elio and I are fans of Gary Vee.
Oh yeah.
And Vayner Media, which is Gary Vee's media company, they helped Pepsi come up with this campaign. So basically, they're doing 2 limited edition cans, and they're trying to reimagine Greece with Elio. Do you know the new pop star? Her name's Doja Cat.
No.
So she's pretty popular now. She's up and coming. She's hot. She's a big name, but they're trying to reimagine Greece with Doja Cat. So they're trying to come up with a new vintage can that kind of takes people back to the Greece days, right? And they're basically just doing something cool to remind people of the 50s and 60s, right?
Oh, wow.
So black cherry soda and cream soda. Kind of like, remember like the old Johnny Rockets Atmosphere? You used to get like a soda pop with the ice cream. They're trying to bring that back, and they're trying to use Greece. The only thing I want you guys to understand about this is that a giant agency helped them come up with this idea. So if you're out there and you're trying to struggle and you're like, man, I can't think of something, guys, that's why there's marketing directors. That's why there's marketing agencies. That's why there's marketing teams, because you cannot do this alone. You need to have a team that's collaborating with other people to be able to come up with the best idea for you and your product, depending what it is, what your brand is, who your target audience is. And we just thought this was cool. We like to share with you guys some kind of fun news and insight. So shout out to Pepsi, shout out to Gary Vee and Gainer Media for doing some really cool stuff. And let's keep it going.
Yeah, so this is the topic of the day, actually, which is content marketing. And talking about content marketing, I had the privilege to produce today, of course, behind the scenes for one of my clients, Fitness and Friends podcast. And the guest was Brooke Marera. So who is she? So she is one of the biggest influencers in the last, in these years, I guess, interviewing people like, at the level of Les Brown, Grant Cardone, and all these people, and doing big things on audio podcasts. Why I'm bringing this up, because this question was brought to my attention when someone asked her today. Okay, so when it's related to content marketing, and when you are interviewing somebody and using that content, what is key for you? And one thing it is that she said, it is like, no matter what, you always stay you. And why I'm mentioning this, because you see so many ideas, so many tools, so many software, so many different things that they are right now trending. But no matter what you're using, no matter what app you're using, no matter what website, what video production company, it doesn't matter. Regardless of your marketing team, you as a brand, you need to stay you, and you need to make sure that what you are promoting and branding, what you are exposing to the world, to your community, it is the vision that you have and the story that you believe about yourself.
And relevant.
Because sometimes people start exploding new ideas, and then you are messing up the real you.
Agreed.
You need to make sure that you are believing what you're selling, because and then it becomes fake.
Correct. 100. And Elio, that's a good point. You need also a clearly defined audience. We're always talking about target audience, knowing where your audience is. When you do content marketing, guys, it needs to be defined who you're going after. It cannot be general and broad, because then it's just not going to stick. You need to be saying, I'm talking to this person in particular, right? Whether it's male, female, young, old, Hispanic, non-Hispanic, whatever the case may be, guys, it needs to be clearly defined. And like Elio said, relevant. Yeah. Elio, I know you can touch on this content marketing all the time, right? Because there's tutorials.
I love creating content every single day. I do it, as a matter of fact.
There's a big passion of yours.
Yes. And two things that I'm going to tell you really quick. And here is the thing. I don't consider myself an expert. It doesn't really matter if you're an expert or not. The thing is that 2 steps that you cannot skip or you cannot take out of the box of like all the elements that is gonna help you to be successful or to have your content marketing to the next level. Two things, simple. Fun, okay? Meaning fun, meaning entertaining, whatever it is that you do, depending on what is your product or your brand. And another thing is the value. The content that you are bringing to your audience, whatever is your audience, it needs to be valuable, like significant, valuable, but fun. If you are selling something like exposing an idea or whatever, and it's boring, people don't want to get boring.
Correct.
People don't want to spend time on that.
Exactly. And it's not expensive, Elio, right? I mean, you think about it. If it has value and you're teaching someone, whether it's an editorial, tutorial, right? And they're going to get value out of it, you could be recording yourself from your phone.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously, if it's not valuable and you need a high-end production because you want it to look good, okay. But what Elio's saying is true. If it's valuable enough, you could be doing it in your freaking bathroom. It's not going to matter. If the content is defined, who you're trying to target, and is valuable, they're going to seek it. Right, Elio? I mean,
yes.
So creativity, would you say, is the biggest thing? Fun, right?
Yes. So creativity. And when I mean fun, I mean entertaining. You need to be entertaining, and so you can boost engagement. And the other thing is the value. What is the value? Why people will like to see your content, to seek your content, to find it? For example, the other day, remember we had the guy that we were talking about fishing and boating and outdoors activities. If you're doing a YouTube, you are developing or you are trying or you are going to try to develop a YouTube channel about outdoor activities, hey, you, as Charlie mentioned, just grab your phone and make sure that you are clear about your ideas and the steps. And it can be a tutorial. It can be actually you driving the boat. It can be actually you fishing. And you are going to explain what are all the tools and the steps. At what time do you wake up? Is the same breakfast that you get? It's going to be weird to go fishing, but and then get some mahi at the breakfast. There is so many things that you could do. And every single platform has the potential to have sponsors as well. And collaboration and co-branding. It is endless. The list, it is endless of all the things that are available for you with your content marketing. That's just my opinion. But I think if it's entertaining and valuable, man, it's going to be awesome. I mean, I see so many people. You know what I mentioned entertaining so many times, Charlie? I see so many people like out there that they are explaining things and, hey, and I'm telling you, and they didn't even mention the value, which is great, but it's boring to watch.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
And I like, dude, I mean, can you just like practice that in front of your mirror or something? I mean,
or try juggling while you're saying that. Maybe it'll get me to watch more. I mean, no, I'm serious. Like, you're right. That's a good point. I don't think people think outside the box. They just want to spew what's on their mind, and that's great because, like Elio said, if it's valuable enough, you don't need to juggle, right?
Yes.
If I'm telling you that 1 + 1 = $1 million, people are going to do that, and they don't need to. They see the value in that.
Yes.
But if you're trying to explain why you're the best and you have 80 years experience, well, then you better come up with something different because no one wants to hear that, right?
Exactly.
That's a little cliche. So you need to think outside the box on how you can be different, guys. So content marketing is, we only touch a couple things on it because you can get really deep into this as far as what platform to use. I mean, who are you going to use? Like what are you going to do? How long is it going to be, et cetera, et cetera. But we always like to bring these topics up just to get your mind going. Is my content good on my website? Are my blogs accurate? Are they boring as hell and no one is looking at them? Because here's one thing, guys. Google needs you to do a lot of activity on your website. If you do the activity on your website by putting the blogs, great. It's activity that Google sees is relevant to your website and it's new information, and they're going to keep you on the center highway, right? Because everything is by algorithms. So if you keep feeding the algorithms, things start happening. However, if you're putting boring content out there, things might happen, but you're not going to be going viral, or you're not going to be getting the views you want, or you're not going to be getting the clicks you want. It'll still move. It's just not going to move at the pace you want. So you might think that you're doing the right things by always putting a blog or something. But if a blog is boring as hell and no one wants to see it, guys, it's not going to work,
Exactly.
Think outside the box and do something different just to get that momentum going.
Exactly. And I will jump to the marketing team really quick before we hop off.
Yep.
So the marketing team for me will be, if you don't have a TikTok account, open it right now. Hey, everybody is on TikTok. Every single human being on earth. And TikTok is crushing the market. It doesn't matter if you are a corporate. It doesn't matter if you're an enterprise, small business. It doesn't matter. Hey, Charlie, I'm telling you.
I know. Listen, I'm having this conversation with people, and some people are still not on board. And here's what I would say to that. If you don't think that your brand is for TikTok, think of a way that you can make TikTok represent your brand well.
Exactly.
So just because you don't like it and you don't go on TikTok to get information or to access information doesn't mean that it's not a relevant tool. All we're trying to tell you is that there's all these platforms. Be on board, guys, and then have someone help you monitor that success so you can know what the hell you're doing. So if you're like, well, no, I'm too boring, I'm not fun. TikTok's all about videos and dancing. Guys, do something fun in the office. Do something fun with your staff that's going to set you apart so you can put it on TikTok. And maybe it'll be something different that you have fun with. You're like, oh my God, we're going to do this once a month. Every station, every channel, every digital stream, every platform, every website, everyone has listeners, guys. The objective is total audience. How can you reach all the listeners with relevant content so they like your brand, they understand it, and they want to be a part of it, guys? That's what we're doing here. So I think Elio touched it. I'm going to say it again. The marketing tip of the day is create a TikTok account. Get some fun content. Do something different. Have a meeting with your staff and be like, hey, what can we do that's going to be outside the box so we can seem crazy and have fun? So get your content up to date, guys. And I want to thank you guys. We were a little late showing up to the show today. That was my fault, but we always want to be respectful of the time, and it is 4:29. So we are here each and every week for 30 minutes on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 o'clock Eastern time, showing you some love, showing you some marketing content. We're going to have more guests on. We're going to have more things on. We're going to have some pictures of the Alabama Gator game. We're going to be out in some tailgates. Let's talk tailgates next week. What was your favorite tailgate? Whose sign did you see walking around? Who did the best marketing job around the stadium on Saturday? I mean, that's a topic that we love. That could be a whole topic in itself, guys. So again, we're the LCG Podcast. We're going to continue talking marketing because that's what we enjoy each and every week. And want to give a little surprise, a little TDD. We have a new sponsor coming aboard next week that is very close to Mr. Elio and myself, near and dear to our hearts, that we want to express what they're doing in this community. So I'm going to tease it, but Tuesday next week, we got a new sponsor to the show that we are extremely excited about, and we're going to let you guys know what they're doing with their marketing efforts and what they got going on top of Remax, Bprint, and of course, Fiesta Media. So thank you guys for tuning in each and every week. Thanks for showing some love. The shares, the likes, the comments have been great. We'll see you guys next week. And Elio, got anything you want to add?
No, just have a great weekend, guys. Have a blast.
Go Gators, beat Bama. Peace.
Yeah, Bill Alabama.